Alrighty guys, so we are going to get ready for our trail run tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to do 20 kilometers, aiming for about 1200 meters of vert. So the products that I use, I have tried and tested a lot of products over the past couple of years, and the products that I have found that sit well with me, sit well in my tummy, give me the feels that I need to feel is Precision. I love their stuff, and I'm lucky enough to be one of the Precision ambassadors this year. So I like to give them a bit of a shout out and say thank you for making such amazing products. So for my trail run, I usually like to aim for about 50 to 55 carbs per hour and about 250 megs of sodium per hour. Yesterday, or sorry, on Friday, when I did my trail run, I did up my carbs to about 60 grams of carbs per hour. So I am trying to up that a little bit more, but obviously, as we all know, that takes time. So we're gonna aim for about 60 grams of carbs per hour again tomorrow. That is gonna be in the form of Precision gels. So one gel has 30 grams of carbs in it, and it actually doesn't have any sodium, but that's okay. So we're gonna have one gel per hour, and we're gonna have one serving, which is 2 chews per hour. Again, the chews have 30 grams of carbs per little packet. So that in itself gives us our 60 grams of carbs per hour. I am also gonna add in my carb and electrolyte drink. So this is where I'm going to get my sodium from. Basically, 2 scoops of this, 30 grams of carbs an hour, and 2 scoops is 30 grams of carbs total. So if we divide that by 4 hours, which is roughly how long the trail is going to take me, that's about an extra 7.5 grams of carbs each hour. So we will actually be getting 67.5 grams of carbs tomorrow, and we'll be getting about 250 megs of sodium per hour, because 2 scoops of our carb electrolyte mix is 1000 megs of sodium. So this product here, this carb electrolyte mix, is where I get my sodium from. Now, what I usually do, especially if I'm going on a longer run, I just make my drink more concentrated. It doesn't matter to me if it tastes strong or whatever. Make it concentrated enough that I'm going to get my sodium intake from my drink, and then make up the difference with my gels and my chews. The other gel I'm going to add in just for 1 hour, just for a little bit of variety, a little bit of flavor, is my Maple Movement gel. So this is a new gel that I have tried this year. I've only tried it on a couple of runs, but essentially it is just pure maple syrup. There's about 27 grams of carbs in this. It goes down like a treat. So just for a little bit of different flavor, a little bit of something else, we're gonna have this probably maybe hour 3. Just, change up the taste. 1 serving of our carb electrolyte mix is 34 grams. So the way that I make it, I just put it into a shaker. I measure out 34 grams on the scales. Pretty much exact. Give it a good shake up. And then we just pour it into our little flask. Fill the remaining of the flask up with water and set it in the fridge. As for our chews, what I usually do is I take them out of their pre-bagged rubbers and put them into little baggies so they're nice and handy, nice and accessible. Put them in my vest and we are good to go. So that, my friends, is our trail run tomorrow. We've got shoes, we've got 4 gels, 3 precision and 1 maple, and 2 scoops of our precision carb electrolyte drink. So we'll be nice and fueled, hopefully have a great run. Good morning and welcome to Sunday. So we are Sunday morning here. We are heading out for a trail run about 11 a.m. today, which is usually later than what I have been going, but it's just how it's working today. So I'm just going to take you through what I usually eat pre-trail run, or in this case pre-morning of a trail run. So we are going to start this morning with some oats. My protein oats is my absolute by far favorite meal of the day. I have it for breakfast every single day, and if I don't get to have it for breakfast one day, I'll have it for lunch or possibly even for dinner, because I absolutely just hate missing out on my protein oats. So we go some Red Tractor rolled oats, some protein. Now I usually love the Emrald Labs caramel protein. I am out of that at the moment, so we are going our vanilla protein instead today, but that's okay. Vanilla is amazing. So we go some oats, some protein, some water, some blueberries, and some yogurt. So let's make breakfast. We have our oats, we have our morning coffee. Now on the weekend I do treat myself to a chai latte. So it is the Avalanche sugar-free vanilla chai latte. They are my Saturday, Sunday coffee treats. I am also having my greens powder, which I showed you yesterday. Emrald Lab greens with some creatine. Pre-breakfast every morning. So let's go eat. So another non-negotiable that I have every single day in my diet is my Modex. So Modex is a natural supplement. It basically just supports your energy, your performance, your endurance, and your recovery. So it just works to help your muscles recover faster. It helps your muscles stay stronger. It helps with your brain focus and just all of that sort of stuff. We started taking Modex about maybe a year ago now. When we first started taking it, we're like, don't really know if it's really doing anything or what it's doing. And then we basically, I think we've been taking it for 2 months or so. We went out and did a 50-kilometer run. Finished the run. Next day woke up and we're like, we're not actually as sore as what we expected or what we would have been, and like maybe that is the Modex working. So we have continued to take it pretty much every single day for the past year. There was like a period of 2 months where we did run out of Modex and we just couldn't get any more, and I tell you what, our muscles notice the difference. So it definitely does help with your muscle recovery. We don't get sore hips anymore. We don't get sore knees, sore joints. Obviously we do to a degree. When you're running 100 kilometers a week, you are going to feel a bit of tenderness, but I definitely think that the faster recovery is put down a little bit to Modex. So if you are looking for something to help with those muscles and your recovery, give it a go. Swear by it.
We are just starting out our trail run today, so we have about 36 to 40 kilometers. We will see how we go. Elevation goal is quite high though, so we are aiming for about 2,400 meters of vert. So we have come out to Walsh's Pyramid at Gordonvale, and we're gonna see if we can get a couple of laps out on this gnarly trail. We are going to be aiming for about between 60 to 70 grams of carbs per hour and about 250 megs of sodium. Aiming for about maybe 2 to 3 laps of this with a little bit of flat running in between. Little aid station at the car after each lap. Refill water, refill fuel. So we'll take you along and I'll keep you updated as the day goes. See ya.
Alrighty guys, we're just going to go through our daily supplement stack that I take on a daily basis. So we're going to start with our pre-workout. If we are going to gym in the morning, pre-breakfast, or even probably pre-12 p.m. any day, we will have a pre-workout. The pre-workout that I take is the Switch Power. So in the mango pineapple flavor. Amazing. Doesn't really give you the tingly feeling that a lot of pre-workout does, which I like. It is just a nice drink, a little bit strong, but not too strong that makes you feel all shaky and tingly. That's our morning pre-workout. When we finish gym, when we come home, pre-breakfast, we have our greens. So greens and creatine. That's our pre-breakfast stack. This greens is by Emrald Labs. I have tried a few greens, powders, different brands over the years, and I have found this to be the best one for me. I love the taste. I love how easy it is to drink, like to get down. Plus the ingredients in it I like them. So you've got like your sweet potato, your spinach, your alfalfa, kale, broccoli, spirulina, all the good stuff. So Emrald Lab greens with a serving of creatine every morning. If you are training, if you are an endurance athlete or gymming, anything, and you are not taking creatine, you are doing it wrong. Start taking creatine. It will help recovery, it will help your muscle growth, it'll make your life better. So creatine and greens. During breakfast or while we're having breakfast, OxyShred. Now, OxyShred is controversial. I know a lot of people don't like OxyShred. I personally love it. I find OxyShred does really nothing for me except taste great. It technically is a thermogenic fat burner, but I personally don't take it for those reasons. I take it purely because I like the taste of a sweet drink while I'm having my breakfast. So OxyShred, my favorite flavor is the kiwi strawberry. This is the gummy steak, which would be my second favorite flavor. But yeah, OxyShred. Morning coffee. We have 2 types of morning coffee, and both of them are the Before You Speak coffee. So we have the Before You Speak Performance Coffee in the caramel flavor, or we have the Before You Speak Caramel Latte sachets. So you can have these black, they taste fine with just a bit of hot water. Well, not a bit, but hot water, or cold, you can have them as an iced coffee. I usually have them hot. I add a dash of milk just to soften them a little bit, but great. Electrolytes. Usually I will have the Switch brand electrolytes, but we do alternate between Switch and Dr. Hydrate. So electrolytes, usually have them with lunch. If we are doing an afternoon like treadmill session or indoor sort of session, I will have another serving of electrolytes while I'm doing that session. These electrolytes are just full of all the goodness. They've got glutamine, L-carnitine, calcium, magnesium, sodium, vitamin B, probiotics. So when you drink this, you really are putting all of the good nutrients into your body. So Dr. Hydrate or Switch, whichever, both taste amazing. Again, my personal favorite flavor is the orange flavor. We at the moment have the pineapple, but orange is amazing. Last but not least, and probably my favorite, would be our Adrenal by Switch. So this is our pre-bed hot chocolate, salty caramel flavor. So the Adrenal contains magnesium, which, as we know, magnesium before bed helps you get to sleep. It also has your vitamin C, your zinc, your vitamin B6, plus many, many other goodies in it. It tastes amazing. It's not heavy on your tummy. Have it hot or cold, whatever your preference is, but every single night, pre-bed routine, Adrenal salty caramel. So that is our daily supplement stack. Usually do not go a day without having our supplements. Some people don't like a lot of liquid supplements. Some people will have a lot more liquid supplements. It really just depends on you, your personal preference, what your body likes. What I have found works for me over the course of the years, trying many different things, trying many different brands. These are the ones that I like. Switch, Emrald Labs, Before You Speak, Dr. Hydrate. Good, clean, yummy products.